I'm just sat out in the woods today, so I decided to do this video because I think that it's important to take stock and take time out of our lives, out of our homes, most certainly away from the computer screen and social media. I think it's very easy to get wrapped up in what is or what isn't happening with everybody that you're not even with. It can be very soul destroying, damaging to some respects, to our mental health, to be constantly busy, rushing here, rushing there, and just generally not taking time to be with yourself and getting out in nature, fresh air, the animals, as I'm sure that you can hear, the wildlife, and just be and take stock of where you are and where you would like to be. I've been into psychology and fascinated about how the mind works and how we as humans can be made or broken with our brains and our minds. And my deeper journey really started about 3.5 years ago after some personal things happened, and I took a trip to Thailand to Wonderland healing retreat, and that's where for me things really started to make sense, and I learned about myself, my mind, how my mind works, how our minds work, and how the brain can be rewired, if you will, molded like plasticine into something different to what it is. And the more that I have researched, the more that I've studied, the more I've wanted to study, the more that I've wanted to research about spirituality and the mind and psychology, and it just fascinates me with how our brain can control us if we live in the unconscious world. The more conscious that I've become of my thoughts and feelings, the deeper my understanding of myself has developed, and it's just opened up a whole new world for me personally. And I appreciate my time on my own without my head going into monkey mind. I appreciate time with my family. I appreciate time with my friends. I appreciate time with my son. The more that I've learned about being present and living in the moment, because the past doesn't exist. It only exists in our minds. The future hasn't happened, so the only thing we do have is this moment, this present moment in time. Even tomorrow doesn't exist, because when tomorrow comes, it's the present moment. And personally, I used to spend a lot of time in the past and the future, and no time being present in this actual moment. And the more that I've meditated, the more that I've understood meditation for what it is and what it's not, the more that I notice my thoughts, and the sooner that I take my mind out of the past or away from the future. Yeah, so I think that's probably it for my first video. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these in various locations. I would like to add my travel stories and the workings of my mind, and how I see the world, and how I see the world now, and how I see my life developing and unfolding down the spiritual journey that lies ahead. So, as they say in these YouTube videos, like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.